What's going on? Got another Layman Oaks interview. This time we're on a bus. Hey, so I got a special guest with me. What's your name?
Beth Loudon.
And what's your title?
I am a registered nurse.
And what's your union?
I am part of the New York State Nurses Association.
And you guys just got your contract done. So what did you guys win in that contract?
Our platform, we were committed to maintaining and improving benefits, job protection, because New York Presbyterian actually laid off 2% of our workforce the year prior and had been cutting our advanced practice nurses throughout the years. Workplace violence protections and other safety measures that we wanted language around, AI protection and community safety around law enforcement and ICE. Staffing, obviously, the number one thing when it comes to working in a hospital and working with patients. So those 5 things we needed to make sure we made inroads on, and we did make progress in most of those things. If you can believe it, they were trying to cut our healthcare coverage for nurses working in a hospital. And we had to be on strike for 2 weeks before we could even get to any sort of agreement around healthcare. So everything was a fight, but we did end up winning against the billionaire corporation that is a nonprofit hospital in New York City.
So how many days were you guys on strike? You said it was over 2 weeks, right?
41 days.
How did you guys keep the morale up for that long? Because normally after a week or two, everyone, you start peeling away a little bit. For 41 days strong?
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to ask one of my rank and file leaders, Michelle, to add in about like how our rank and file really rose up and kept that energy going.
Hi, I'm Michelle Foley. I'm a rank and file with New York Presbyterian, NYSNA. The first couple of weeks, of course, everything was rah, rah, rah. It was very easy. We kind of kept everything going by, we had members who were DJs. So we had a DJ on the line as often as we could, which was a lot of fun. It kept a lot of the morale up. Of course, the hospital didn't like it, all the noise outside, so it was even better. We had nurses that started chat groups within their units and within their community. Like we have a very strong Filipino population, so all the Filipino nurses came together and did a food day for us. Hispanic nurses came together and we had Latin food one day. We started doing potluck days. We also organized with 2 of our sister hospitals, Mount Sinai and Montefiore, and we did some different actions that weren't necessarily union approved, but more rank and file organized. We did a march across the Brooklyn Bridge into the city. We marched from Grand Central Station to City Hall, our Governor Hochul's city office. We thought we'd only have a couple of, maybe 100 nurses do it, and we ended up having like almost over 1,000, maybe 2,000. It was like a sea of red, like on both of those things. We got annoying on all of our board of trustees. We had outings. We had like little days and bus trips where we would go to their houses and just make noise and annoy their neighbors. But we kind of asked our own members, like, what did you want to do? Like, what do you want to have fun with and do? And and when we first started, we were having a lot of fun that every time the street lights would turn red, we'd go out in the street and dance it up and have a party. Fortunately, that didn't last too long. The NYPD wasn't too down for that. So they corralled us in. But you got to build, we basically went into the morale of our own people. We asked them what they wanted to do, like what they were looking forward to. We also read our membership. Because it was January, February, we actually had the coldest winter and the most snow. We actually had 2 weekends that we canceled all of our plans because we had blizzards. So that actually helped as well. Making sure that we could keep them warm and stay warm. We actually had a family day during, was it Martin Luther King weekend? We had a family day where we got, someone did face painting, we had balloon animals, the parents brought their kids with them, so even the kids got to see what was going on. Of course, the kids thought it was great. They had a great time because they had popcorn and candy and all this stuff, and they were making balloon animals. So yeah, you just have to lean into your members and see what they want. Ask them. They're not going to be afraid to tell you, hey, what's going to keep the morale up? Like, and they really came up with a lot of the ideas. So you just lean into them, let them build it, and then you start developing leaders from there too. So that'll help as well.
That is definitely one way to keep the morale up for that long. That will keep my morale up for sure. You had me at food, I'm telling you right there.
Yeah. And the DJ.
And the DJ too, yeah, okay. So are you guys happy with the contract?
Yeah, I think within the context of the fight.
Yes.
we at the end also had to fight our union, unfortunately. So we, as the New York Presbyterian nurses, went back into the hospital victorious against the billionaire boss who was dead set on crushing the workforce. They actually locked us out and made it seem like we were gonna, hate the union because the union made us go on strike. No, the boss made us go on strike. We also fought back against the union executives who tried to force through ratification of a tentative agreement that the bargaining team voted no to. So we had victories that were more power-based, and then we maintained everything in our contract, no give-backs, and did make the incremental change that we were, of course we wanted more. And we did stay out an extra week to get a little bit more, and we did get a little bit more in that extra week from the other two hospitals that were on strike. So overall, the context of the fight, the biggest win was the power of fighting the boss.
Hey, thank you for joining me, and congrats on your new contract.
Thank you.
All right.